Hello and welcome to the last episode of the first season when it comes to Liverpool Dream. And this will be a short little special episode where we summarize the season and talks a little bit about the next one. And in front of us right now we can see the season review. We finished in the ninth, why did I say ninth? In the fifth position in the Premier League. We won the Euro Cup. We lost in the fourth round in the FA Cup. We lost in the third round of the Capital One Cup. Match of the season was the away win against Aston Villa with 5-1. And the moment to forget was obviously the Merseyside derby when we lost with 4-1 against Everton. And decent average attendance. We have a pretty small stadium. And we used 28 different players. And 28 different players was the highest in the whole league. And we had, let's see here, some more interesting things in the news. I can scan here. There was a bunch of awards. Maybe we need to move back to get to the awards. Yeah, there they are. So, player of the season with a huge margin was Klein. And he had a sensational season. Look at that rating. Look at all those player of the match, all those assists, and even 2 goals as a defender. So yeah, he had a fantastic season. Second position was Milner actually, and third was our new guy, Gabrielle Barbosa, his first season in Liverpool. And Ibe was the goal of the season, and Barbosa was the signing of the season and the young player of the season. So a lot of awards for Mr. Barbosa. And if you take a look at competitions in a bigger scale, this is the way the league table ended. Chelsea is the champions. Look how close it was between Chelsea and Arsenal. It was up to goal difference who won the league. And Watford, Swansea and West Brom is relegated to the championships. And the FA Cup was won by Man United and Chelsea won the Capital One Cup. Let's see, what about the Champions League? What about the Champions League? Let's see, Champions League. Oh, the Champions League final haven't been played yet, so we won't see during this episode who wins it, but it is between Man City and Bayern. And if you take a look at the lower leagues, we are waiting for some playoffs here. So can't see everything, but we know that QPR and Wolves, they will be joining us, and then we'll have to wait for the playoffs to see if it will be Brighton or Hull that takes the last Premiership spot. And when it comes to the Premier League, Eden Hazard was the number one goal scorer, followed by Kane. For the average rating, our Klein, he got the second highest rating. Bellerin was the highest one. And for the assist, Essel, Aguero. Plays of the match, Hazard. Clean sheets. Joe Hart. Yellow card, well, not as interesting maybe. So let's talk about the future, the next season. First off, we need to decide a lot of things about the squad. Who will stay and who will leave? And if we take a look here, there are a few of my players that other clubs are interested in already. Jordan Henderson, for example, Man City is after him. Don't particularly aim on selling him, but you never know what will happen. Gomez, Man City wants to buy Gomez too. And who else? Who else? Oh, no longer Sacco. PSG was after Sacco earlier, but maybe they found somebody else. we need to decide who will stay and who will go. And thinking maybe Alan, maybe Milner. I mean, Milner was really good this season. He's a quality player, but he's getting really old. So if we want to get some money for him, we better sell him pretty soon. But we might keep him just because he's a good shooter. And same with Lucas Leiva. Another really good shooter that's getting old, but he's still a bit younger than Milner. So I haven't quite decided. Like, I would like to get a better goalie, but I'm not sure if we can get any. The defense, probably going to sell a few defenders. Probably some of the young ones that, because of injuries and things, haven't made it. Probably Flanagan, maybe Lovren, not sure. And yeah, for the midfielders, maybe Allen. Maybe Ibe actually, because I like Ibe in real life, but it doesn't seem that he will become that good in this game. Maybe it will become better in another game, another save. But I mean, he's already down to like a maximum of 3.5 star, and that makes me think that he will never like become a regular starting player for us. So maybe we should sell him. Well, we'll have to see. And then for the strikers, I'm thinking of selling Ings because of all of the injuries. He's been like playing 1-2 games, injured, 1-2 games, injured, and long times every time. Like every time he's out for a long period. 3 months is the latest one. So probably Ings, probably Benteke. I'm not quite sure. Maybe Sturridge. I mean, I love Sturridge, but he also have a lot of injury problems. And yeah, so I might sell him if I get a good offer for him. And then of course we have U21s, and in the U21s we have all the loaned out players. I mean, we need to go through all of them and see like which one will reach the talent, which one will break into the first squad, which one will be loaned out for another season, and which one will we sell. And of course, among those names, we also find Mr. Super Mario Balotelli. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with him. Sell him for a good price, keep him. I don't know. You do a lot of thinking. But there's probably a few of the youngsters that basically, I mean, when they start to go down in like 2 to 3 star potential, then it become kind of uninteresting for me. I'm interested in the guys with really high potential, not the ones that. So yeah, probably going to sell quite a few of them. And one that's actually already getting sold is this guy, Ilori, because Aston Villa made an offer here, and it meets his release clause. So I don't even have a saying. I didn't know he had one. He had one, and yeah, same minutes. So he is leaving already. And one thing I want to do is I would like to try to get this one up to 100%. I start selling players, because obviously I want to keep as much as possible of that money. And we also have a few signings that's done already. I showed you one earlier a few episodes ago that we started signing. Got a free transfer guy. We got a free transfer guy. We got him on a free transfer. I'm not sure if he ever going to break into my first squad, but if we can get him for free, and I would say like just a season with my team, or maybe even loaned out, we can sell him for like a bunch of millions profit. So no matter how it goes, I think it's going to be a good deal, at least financial. Maybe, I mean, he has some decent stats here, some good shooting, and you never know what happens. And then there's been a few other players that my you know, the when you go to staff, or maybe it's actually the board. Where is it? I guess it's the staff then. Responsibilities. Finds and make offers for young players for the future. So this guy has actually signed quite a few of those players that will be joining us later on. This guy. Oh, maybe not. That might actually have been a free transfer by me. But at least this guy, he has signed. And this guy, no, this one was a free transfer that I signed. But half of them at least. This guy, he has signed. No, another one. Like, I'm kind of tired right now. I'm recording this in the middle of the night. This guy, I have signed. This guy, he has signed. Sorry, I'm a bit tired right now. So basically half of the guys he has found and signed. And then, of course, I left one out. The man, the myth, the legend. A free transfer guy that will join us. And a man who needs no introduction. The 37-year-old young Miroslav Klose, the legend. The man with 137 caps for Germany. With a history like few others. A guy who has scored as a record for goals in the World Cup, something like that. Goal scoring machine. A professional. And why, do you wonder? Why did I sign him? You think like I'm crazy? Well, the reason for me signing him is, of course, that he is the best striker tutor in the game. With a 20 in determination and one of the best personalities in the game is a mole professional. He is the best striker tutor in the game. So the reason I'm getting in is, of course, to use him as a tutor for a season, because I'm guessing he's retiring after one season. So yeah, getting him one season, having tutor guys, and if we get really lucky, he managed to get somebody up to 20 determination and makes them become a model professional. If that happens, it would be fantastic. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but I'm willing to take the risk since he is free. And if you take a look at those transfers, I mean, let's see here. A few of them. Yeah, here's a striker. And let's see. I think it's at least one. And he's a striker. So I have two strikers joining us. And maybe even some of our youngsters here might be worth tutoring. Maybe. And of course, the last thing, I'm scouting players as a madman. Been scouting all the season and I'm focusing on youngsters. I like to find the youngsters myself, 16, 17, maybe 18 years old. Get those youngsters 5-star potential and then develop them to become future stars. So, yeah, that's the plan. We'll probably buy a few youngsters during the summer. I will sell a few players. I might buy a good world-class player, but probably not. And yeah, this is basically my thoughts for the future and the summarize of the season. So thank you so much for watching the first season of the Liverpool Dream. And I hope I see you during the next one, because we need to improve. We need to start fighting for winning the league. So yeah, see you during the next episode.